Hello, I'm Paul Trianosky. I'm the Chief Conservation Officer with the Sustainable Forestry Initiative. I'm based in Tennessee in the United States, and it's a pleasure to be with you, at least virtually today, talking about promoting sustainability on 150 million hectares of managed forest lands, and that is SFI's collaborative model in North America. It's a particular pleasure to be here as we focus on forests in the super year of nature. I love the sound of that when I read the headline. So just by way of background, I'll tell you that the Sustainable Forestry Initiative is a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to advance sustainability through forest-focused collaborations, and our vision is a world that values and benefits from sustainably managed forests. So the focus of this panel, Partnerships for SDG 15, really touches the heart of SFI's vision and mission. This year, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary, and we were initially established to set sustainability standards for forest management. We still do that. We operate in the U.S. and Canada. Those standards are endorsed by PEFC, so we're part of that global system. And we have that 150 million hectare footprint certified under our forest management standard. And that part of our organization remains critical to what we do and how we think about sustainability. But our broader mission is really to advance sustainability. And we've evolved quite a lot in 25 years. So a few years ago, as we were developing our new strategic plan, we took some steps to formalize this evolution. And so now we have 4 pillars of our work, and you'll recognize those as being fundamental elements of sustainability. We have our standards, of course. We also have community engagement, we have education, and we have conservation. So I'll talk about each of those in turn. We'll focus on the partnerships that drive our approach, and they are the key to our collective impact. And we have a long-term perspective, really, that speaks directly to the goal of SDG 15, and that is to protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems and to sustainably manage forests. So I'll talk first about standards. Our 3 certification standards really help to drive this sort of accountability within managed forest lands. And of course, they're linked to the SFI label, which can be found in the marketplace and which helps consumers find those sustainably sourced products. We talk most frequently about the forest management standard, that is over 150 million hectares, about a quarter of the world's certified forests. So it's a very large footprint, and it does matter. It does carry all the aspects of sustainability that you would expect. So the standard speaks to biodiversity and water, fundamental sustainability and forest health issues, sustainable forest management, and our new revision to our SFI standard will include a specific objective to address climate change, and that revision is currently underway. But this scale gives us some unique opportunities to leverage our connection to the land, unique opportunities for conservation and for engagement with communities and many other things. But remember that we support sustainability in multiple ways. So it's not just about our forest management footprint, although that's quite important. We also have a unique fiber sourcing standard, which places responsibility on companies that procure wood fiber from the forest, and it advances sustainability effectively on lands that are mostly not certified. And this is a unique aspect of SFI that really depends upon partnerships in order to operate, partnerships between communities and between our certified organizations. And thirdly, we do have a chain of custody standard, which ensures appropriate tracking and accountability, as you can imagine. But there are 3 other pillars of our work also: education, community engagement, and conservation. Our education pillar helps ensure that young people can learn about nature and develop a sense of responsibility at an early age. And it's primarily composed of our award-winning Project Learning Tree program, which has been around for over 40 years. It came to SFI just a few years ago. But importantly, it teaches kids how to think, not what to think. And it's fundamentally linked to curriculum education, but now we're thinking more and more and expanding into areas that include non-formal educators. In Canada, it's taken the shape of a Green Jobs Training and Connecting program, placing thousands of youth in green jobs just in the last few years. Our community engagement programs cover a lot of territory, but they particularly include relationships with indigenous communities, so that in Canada we work closely with dozens of First Nations communities. And additionally, we have what we call SFI implementation committees, and these are local committees that ensure connections to local communities. They do things like building Habitat for Humanity housing for low-income individuals, and also work with Make-A-Wish Foundation, for example, utilizing the connections to the woods and to sustainable wood products to help those communities be able to thrive and survive that are forest dependent. Our conservation work is really woven into everything that we do, standards, of course, but also exerting leadership in collaborative initiatives. So, for example, for the past 4 years, we've been working on conservation impact projects, which are intended to describe important outcomes from all of SFI's work in terms of climate change, particularly carbon, but also resiliency, and also water and biodiversity. So that we've initiated 24 projects in an effort to try to distill these outcomes and clarify the impact of our work. They've ranged in scale, but they all have an eye towards moving towards full scale across SFI's footprints. They've involved dozens of certified organizations, a wide array of research institutions and nonprofits, and have reached across tens of millions of hectares of SFI certified forest lands. Partnerships are the key to this work. They are driven to a great degree by our conservation grants program, which was founded to try to motivate partnerships with our certified organizations. And they work in a pre-competitive fashion so that all of this work will inure to the benefit of conservation and sustainability at large. So SFI thinks of all of our work as a collaborative effort, elevating sustainability across multiple categories that work together, building from our scale and history in certified forest lands, and recognizing that effective nature-based solutions have to have elements of community engagement, looking to the future, based in sound science, and are fundamentally accountable as through our audited certification standards. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak today and to share SFI's perspective on partnerships to protect and restore forests and to achieve long-term sustainability at a meaningful scale. Thank you.